So this is the template. Once it's opened up, once I've downloaded the Excel spreadsheet, you open it up, and like I said, because it's a template, you need to save it, and you can use that original file every single month. So this is the page that it opens up. It's the instructions tab at the bottom, and it sort of walks you through, but I'm going to tell you anyway. First things first, save the timesheet with the month. So this month is going to be June, so I would go ahead and do that. I'm not going to do that now, but you do that. So you've got all these tabs on the bottom, and I'm just going to go to the master sheet here, because you can see that this is where you get a breakdown of what you've been doing so far, and you just want to update these to represent what your job is. So at the moment it just says job 1. I could make it anything like kitten cleaning or something. I don't know. I don't do that for a living. And then what I would then do is to update the tab that's linked to that to be the same thing. Cleaning kittens. Okay, so I can tell that these are the two, and then you could do that for all of the ones that you've got. Then the next thing you want to do is to fill in the dates in here. So what we've got here is, here's a week, and you can fill in all that. I'll actually walk you through this, but you can put in all the time you spent on different things. And I've put 5 weeks here, I think, because if the month starts on a Sunday, then you're going to need to put 1 here, and then go down to Monday, and 2 and 3. And by the time you got to the end of the month, you could end up needing all the weeks, but you might not. So this next month is going to be June. I'm going to put 1 in here, 2, 3, and then go through this all. So this is boring for you to watch, so I'm just going to pause it and do it. But don't worry, you don't have to do this for every single tab, and I'll show you why. Okay, so now I've done and I filled them all in, and all I have to do to then paste this into another one is you want to highlight the whole column by clicking up here, then just copy. I've just pressed Control-C, and then go to the next tab along, again highlight the column, and then press paste, which is Control-V. So that's just pasted in there, and you can do that for however many tabs you're doing. You don't have to do it now, you can do it whenever. Okay, so we've done that. Say we've done all that. Now we can actually start using it. So say tomorrow I spend half an hour cleaning kittens at 10 o'clock in the morning. Maybe my job's that good. So what I would do is just put in 0.5. So you want to put in the fraction of the hour. So if it's half an hour, then it's 0.5. If it's a quarter of an hour, then you've got 0.25 instead. And you can see that automatically, at the end of the day, the total hours that I've worked on is 0.5 of an hour, and then that's updating my week total and my month total. Now say every Friday for the whole month I'm going to be cleaning kittens, and I could just for at least half an hour I could just put that in there, and what will happen is the week total for each of these will update, you can see, and then the total month's total will also update to reflect that. So that's enough for that month. When I go back up to the top, you can see I have spent 2.5 hours in June cleaning kittens, which is good go. So when I go back to the master sheet, it has updated that, and then what I can do is put in my hourly rate. Maybe I'm so good at cleaning kittens that I can charge £100 an hour. So that will tell me that for that client I have, or for that job, or for that project, or whatever you want it to be, I have made £250, change your currency if you want to, and this is the total for the month. So maybe in addition to that, I need to buy some cleaning equipment for these kittens because they're really dirty. So maybe I just want to put a tenner in there, and then that's added, so I can then charge the client for that, or clients, or maybe I just do it out of the love of it. I don't know. So it's up to you if you want to put the hourly rate or not, because maybe it's something that is just a project. Now, one of the great things about this is if I have got maybe just one client for my client cleaning kittens business, then I can copy this whole spreadsheet, just make a new one, and then paste that in there, and then I can provide that to them so that they can actually see my hours. In addition, for every, you can see at the end you've got notes in here, so you could put any notes. You could say, Tabitha was really dirty. So you've actually got a reference for what you're doing. This is particularly useful if you've got a sort of a complicated job that you're working on, and somebody wants to actually know what you're doing with your time, not just that you're spending 4 hours on something, but what you're doing. So that's really useful as well. Or it could just be good for your reference. Now, if I do the same thing, you can see at the moment, if I can work my computer properly, you've got 100% cleaning kittens for this week. Now, maybe I also do a bit of dog grooming at the same time. No, let's do something else that's not to do with pets. Let's say that I also like to speak to plants. Plant speaking. Because apparently that helps them grow. Okay, so random examples, it doesn't really matter. Say every Wednesday at 11 o'clock I spend 2 hours from 11 speaking to plants. So let's just put that in for the first 2 Wednesdays. Maybe I'm not very good at it, so I get sacked after 2 weeks. So you can see there's an update. Here I've spent 4 hours in June, and then I've got the master sheet over here, and it's all updated. And you can see that the timesheet has now updated as well. So I spend more time on plant speaking than I have on kitten cleaning. And that's 38% versus 62%. So that's just nice for you to know, and I can also update as before any costs and do all that. So I hope that this has been useful. This is what I use for all of my paid employment and any projects that's going to take up any considerable amount of my time, just so that I have an idea of what's going on and how I'm spending my time, so that no one can turn around to me and go, what are you doing? And it's, again, really useful if you've got a timer or something like that. I actually usually use the one in my Google sidebar to fill things out, and then I just do it at the beginning of each day, so that I don't have to keep coming back to it. But anyway, hope it's useful. Remember, if you want more resources, tips, and usually it's more about web-based stuff, but I want to do more resources like this, then sign up for the newsletter, which will be delivered straight to your inbox every Monday. Also join us on YouTube. You can subscribe to our channel over there, and if you think anybody else would find this of value, then please share it on LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, and all of that. Until next time, have a great weekend.